Hi and welcome to this demo of the new IAR C-SPY extensions for Visual Studio Code. In this video, we will show you how the addition of list windows can elevate both your productivity and debugging experience. List windows are basically a spreadsheet-like view within C-SPY designed to provide all the critical data developers need to know about the running programs. From core registers and symbolic memory to live watch and trace data, list windows got you covered. For this demo, I'm using a simple SD card and the IAR Trace probe. Start by opening the folder in which the workspace and the project is located. From the IAR builds section, select which workbench to use, right here, and build the project using the toolbar. If I want to work with a different project or a different workspace, I can select it from the drop-down menus. As simple as that. To actually launch the debugger, go to Run and Debug and press Create a launch.json. With the IAR C-SPY Debug, and this one can actually automatically generate a launch configuration for you based on the content of the project. So for this, I'm selecting to generate a launch with the iJet. What we've also added support for in this version of the extensions is having a sort of generic launch configuration, which allows you to debug the active project. So by simply adding this one from the completion menu, I can launch whichever project that I actually have activated in my IAR build view. From the drop-down menu, select the launch configuration that you want to use. I want to debug the active IAR project with C-SPY and simply press Start Debugging. So the program has now been flashed down to the card and we can start. So to start with, I'm going to show you the registers view. So the registers can easily be used to actually provide you valuable information about the device's registers. Stepping will show you that each time a register is changed, the value is displayed in red, which makes it easier for easy tracking, and also you can change the view format from the context menu. So if I want to view this in the binary format, I can simply change it like this using the format section. Different groups of registers can be shown from the context menu as well by selecting the view group, and I can also add custom groups using the register user groups setup. So here I've added the test group, which contains R1 and R2, and from the register view, I can simply do view user group and select test group to show just that set that I want to use. Secondly, we've added support for the Quickwatch. The Quickwatch allows you to evaluate a symbol at a very specific instance of time. So here, if I write call count, which is a variable in my project, I will be given the exact value of call count at this moment of time. Stepping or running will not affect this value, but until the point where I actually decide to reevaluate. And just like in the registers view, I can change the view format from the context menu. Another thing that we've added support for is the symbolic memory. So the symbolic memory feature helps you search and manage memory very efficiently. By using the goto function, I can actually search for variables either by a name or address showing the type, value, and location. So if I write call count here, I will automatically jump to call count, and it will show me the location in memory, it will show me the value of call count, and it will show me the type as well. The same here as in Quickwatch and registers, I can simply right-click to get more content or changing the view format of the variable. I can also, for instance, search for places in memory by simply typing the address. So if I want to go to 01000, I can easily jump to 01000. To be able to to run trace and view the trace of the from the project, simply go to the downward tab and you can select IAR Trace. In here, the trace will be continuously updated and shown if the trace on is active. So from the toolbar menu, I can simply enable and disable trace. And as you can see, each time I step, we get more and more information from the trace view, and the trace view is automatically updated. Double-clicking the trace bar will actually put it into what we call the browse mode. So in browse mode, it follows. So by clicking around, we can actually move in the editor. So if I were to go in here, we can jump to the different sections from which the trace originate. You can search in the trace by using the find in trace, which allows you to search for a specific string. It allows you to search a specific column, or it allows you to search a given address range. For comprehensive security check, we've also added support for code coverage to ensure that all instructions are executed and tested. So from here, I open the code coverage view. We can see the amount of coverage that we have for each function in our project. Each time I step, we automatically update the content of the coverage, so we can ensure that all instructions have been executed. Just like the trace, simply pressing the enable and disable button allows you to start the code coverage session or end the code coverage session. So if I were to then stop this session, and we will do a reflash just to show you how it looks in reality. If we go to IAR Trace, we have code coverage active and we have trace active, which is what feeds this with data. We can see as we step through the code that the code coverage percentages increase. And you can see down to very high detail which code range that is actually being executed with a line, column, and file as well. With so many list windows available, it's essential to optimize your workspace. To remove or hide a list window, right-clicking, you can select Hide Symbolic Memory, which removes it from the list. And in the bottom tab, you can maximize and minimize them by simply pressing this arrow, so that you can sort of try to make use of your space as efficient as possible. So in this demo, I've shown how list windows can be used to efficiently show, monitor, and alter data in embedded systems. So Listwindows transforms C-SPY from just another debugger into a very efficient debugger for Visual Studio Code. They bring clarity into complex data and they help you to work efficiently and effectively. So try it out and experience how Listwindows can revolutionize your embedded development journey as well.